Myself Anand. Today we are going to study regarding module 4, that is op-amp with negative uh, feedback and its general application. And first we will look into the inverting and non-inverting amplifier. And in non-inverting amplifier, first we will study regarding it is voltage uh, series feedback amplifier, voltage series feedback amplifier, and the block diagram of the amplifier is shown here. Here the input voltage is given to the non-inverting terminal, and hence the name of the amplifier is non-inverting amplifier, and it is also known as voltage series feedback amplifier. And the various parameter of the voltage series feedback amplifier are as follows. The first one is the open source voltage gain with the feedback, that is usually defined by the factor A, and that is equal to output voltage by the differential voltage, that is V0 by the differential voltage VID. And similarly we can define the next parameter, that is closed loop voltage gain or gain with feedback, that is represented by AF, and that is equal to V0 by the output voltage by the input voltage, that is the feedback input voltage. Similarly, gain of the feedback circuit can be represented by the factor B, and that is equal to the feedback voltage divided by the output voltage V0. So this circuit is called as feedback circuit. And now we will go for the how our negative feedback is going to, we are with respect to the figure, we will check the negative feedback and how it looks like, and what is the equation for the differential input voltage with respect to the our negative feedback. And now to with the negative feedback, referring that figure 1, what we are going to make, we will apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law for the input loop. When we will apply for this input loop, what is going to happen, this input loop, the VID this VID, that is input voltage minus the input voltage minus the feedback voltage, is going to give the differential input voltage, where you can say the VID you can say the differential input voltage is equal to input minus the feedback voltage. So this is the how we are going to write the differential input voltage with respect to our figure 1. With the help of this one, we are going to find now the closed loop voltage gain. Closed loop voltage gain is found by the, once again, by referring the figure 1, the feedback voltage, as you know, that is output voltage by input voltage, and hence, but by equation, the output voltage is the gain into the difference in the voltages, that is V1 minus V2. And referring the figure 1, we can say the input for V1 terminal what we have applied, the input voltage. For V2 terminal what we have applied, that is feedback voltage, and that feedback voltage is found by using the voltage divider rule, that is R1 into V0 divided by R1 plus RF. And since V0 is equal to, therefore by substituting back in the equation, in the equation of the output voltage equation, that is going to give A into V1 minus V2, substituting the value of V1 and V2, V1 is equal to V in and V2 is equal to minus R1 into V0 divided by R1 plus RF. And now rearranging, we will get the equation, that is output voltage is equal to A into R1 plus RF into Vn divided by R1 plus RF plus AR1. Thus the feedback voltage gain, you can say the output voltage divided by input voltage is equal to A into R1 plus RF divided by R1 plus RF into AR1, right? And generally the A is very large, and hence you can say the F is equal to when generally A is very large, then A into R1 is very larger than the R1 plus RF, then R1 plus RF plus AR1 is nearly equal to AR1. Thus, the feedback voltage is equal to output voltage by input voltage, that is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. That is equation number 3. Now, using the equation 3, you can say that the gain of the amplifier is determined by the ratio of the two resistors, that is R1 and RF. So that is from equation 3 we can conclude that the gain of the voltage can be determined by the resistor R1 and RF. Now in order to find the gain of the feedback circuit, we have chosen the below figure that has been, which is having a input voltage with a and output voltage and a summer and A and B factors, right? And this the gain of the feedback circuit can be obtained by using equation number 3, and thus the voltage gain, the gain of the feedback is B is equal to what? That is feedback voltage divided by the output voltage. So once again we know for feedback voltage we are already having R1 divided by R1 plus RF, and hence comparing equation 3 and 4 we can conclude that the feedback voltage is nothing but 1 divided by B, that is ideal gain. Okay, this is how we are going to determine the gain of the amplifier, gain of the feedback circuit, that is the reciprocal of the closed loop voltage gain. Finally, the closed loop voltage gain AF can be expressed in terms of open loop gain and the feedback circuit gain B as. And rearranging our equation number 2, what we are going to get is the AF is equal to A into R1 plus RF divided by R1 plus RF divided by R1 plus RF divided by R1 plus RF plus A into R1. That is the final equation. Using that, when we will simplify this one, the feedback gain is equal to A divided by 1 plus AB. The terminologies of this equation is AF is closed loop voltage gain, where A is open loop voltage gain, B is gain of the feedback circuit, and AB is the loop gain. Now next we will find the difference output voltage, that is usually difference output voltage is ideally 0, but you know that the differential input voltage can be represented by the output voltage by gain. Since A is very large, ideally infinite, therefore what happens, anything divided by infinity, then that is going to give you the differential voltage is equal to 0. So that is nothing but the differential voltage is nothing but V1 minus V2 is equal to 0. Therefore that is V1 is equal to V2, and you call it as equation number 7b. Now ideally using this equation number 7 says that the voltage at the non-inverting input terminal of the op-amp is approximately equal to that at the inverting input terminal. Ideal closed loop voltage can be obtained using equation 3 as, that is therefore here V1 is equal to input voltage, V2 is equal to Vf. Therefore what we are making, V1 is equal to V2. Substituting this value in equation number 7b, what we are going to get, V1 is equal to Vin. Therefore V1 is equal to what is V2, that is Vf. The value of Vf is equal to nothing but R1 into V0 divided by R1 plus RF. Therefore the feedback voltage is equal to V0 by Vin, the output voltage by input voltage, that is going to be equal to 1 plus RF by R1. So this is how we are going to find the difference output voltage difference output voltage. Now we will move to the next terminology, that is that next parameter what we are going to find for the non-inverting terminal of the non-inverting amplifier, that is the input resistance with the feedback. This is the circuit in order to find the input response with the feedback amplifier. Here once again we are going to consider the same figure where the feedback circuit has been there and we have connected a load here, and the difference in voltage that is V1 V1 into V1 and V2, V1 and V2, and similarly the V in input voltage is applied to the our circuit, and similarly, and this figure shows the voltage series feedback amplifier with the op-amp equivalent circuit. In this circuit, R1 in this circuit uh, Ri is the input resistance, that is open loop of the op-amp, and RIF is the input resistance of the amplifier with the feedback. The input resistance with the feedback is now can be determined, that is the input voltage by the input current. Okay, so the input current is represented by the differential voltage, input voltage divided by, that is the input current is the differential voltage divided by the input resistance. Therefore, but as you know, the input differential voltage is nothing but the V0 by V0 by A, and output voltage is nothing but, that is in terms of V0 is equal to A divided by 1 plus AB into Vin, right? And now therefore the feedback resistance or input resistance, input feedback resistance, you can say that is Ri into Ri Ri is equal to Vin by V0 into A, V0 divided by A, that is equal to Ri into 1 plus AB. Now, what is going to we will find the next parameter, that is output resistance with feedback. And now this is the circuit for to find the output voltage, output resistance with feedback. And here the output resistance is determined looking back into our feedback amplifier from the output terminal. So we will find the output resistance by looking back into our output terminal V0, and hence that has been obtained using our Thevenin's equivalent circuit, that is Rf is equal to output voltage by the input current. That is, writing your Kirchhoff's voltage law at this node, what is going to happen, that is the I0 is equal to Ia, that is this current, and this current, that is Ia plus Ib. That is going to happen for this circuit. Now what we will make, will come to the next circuit, that is means we will go for, since the Rf plus R1 which has been in parallel with Ri is very much greater than the value of R0, and the Ia is very much greater than the Ib current, and hence you can say the I0 current is nearly equal to Ia current, and therefore the current I0 can be found by writing KVL to our output loop. And hence what is going to happen when we will find for this output loop, for this circuit, we will apply the KVL, then that is equation will becomes V0 minus R0 into I0 minus A into VID is equal to 0. Therefore the output current is equal to V0 minus A into VID divided by the output resistance R0. However, but you know that the differential voltage gain is equal to how much? The differential input voltage is nothing but V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2. But you know the value of the V1 is equal to 0 and V2 is equal to Vf, and therefore substituting the value of Vf, that is feedback voltage, that is R1 into V0 divided by R1 plus Rf, that is equal to, what is going to happen, R1 plus Rf, R1 divided by R1 plus Rf is nothing but the value of the feedback gain, that is B into V0. Therefore, the current I0 is equal to, what is going to happen, V0 plus A into B into V0 divided by R0. And substituting the value of the I0 in equation 9a, what we have written here, we get the feedback output resistance as V0 divided by V0 plus AB into V0 divided by R0. That is, you can call it as equation number 9b. Therefore, the output resistance of the voltage series and feedback amplifier is how much? 1 divided by 1 plus AB times the output resistance R0 of the op-amp. So in this way we can find the output resistance with the feedback. Now we will study the bandwidth with the feedback for this amplifier. So the bandwidth of an amplifier is defined as the range of frequency for which the gain remains constant. Since for an op-amp with a single breakover frequency F0, breakover frequency means where the gain slightly is going to reduce, that is from the where it is going to reduce, that is called as usually breakover frequency. The gain bandwidth product is constant and is equal to the unity gain bandwidth, and therefore we can write it as equation number 1, unity gain bandwidth factor is equal to breakover frequency into open loop voltage gain A. Therefore UGB is equal to A into F0, where A is open loop voltage gain, F0 is breakover frequency of an op-amp. Alternatively, for single breakover frequency of the op-amps, the unity gain bandwidth is equal to the feedback voltage into the feedback frequency, you can say. And now when we will compare the equation 1 and 2, and then what is going to happen, we are going to get the bandwidth with the feedback, that is for breakover frequency A into F0 divided by AF. However, for the non-inverting amplifier with the feedback voltage gain is equal to A divided by 1 plus AB. Now we will substitute the value of the feedback voltage in equation number 3. Then what is going to happen, we will get the feedback voltage as A into our feedback F0 divided by A divided by 1 plus AB. That is going to give you the equation number 4, the feedback voltage F0 into 1 plus AB. That means that last equation number 4, that what it will indicates the bandwidth of the non-inverting amplifier